It is Monday again. It's 6:30 EST, and we're back for our live stream, our weekly live stream. Welcome to all of you who are watching live and anyone else watching afterwards. What are we going to be looking at today?
I have a book that I ordered online, and I think I'm gonna draw another page from Helix Sky, my comic book, graphic novel. Not sure yet, depends on the publisher. And I think that's it.
What book are you going to show for
I
review?
ordered the book by Kay Nielsen, which is a illustrator from the beginning of the 20th century. And I think he was born at the end of the 19th century and was active mostly in the beginning of the 20th. And
so 1910, 1920, thereabouts? Yeah.
And I think he's most famous for working with Disney on Fantasia. He did some illustrations and design work for the part with the, I don't remember the name of this part, but the one with the devil on the mountain.
I don't remember. Devil on the Mountain?
The devil, it's one of the parts of Fantasia.
Okay.
It's like a devil with wings on a mountain with there's ghosts and all kinds of stuff. But the book I ordered is something else. It's not from this.
Chernobog?
Chernobog.
Isn't Chernobog like an actual monster name from...
I think it's an actual mountain name, maybe.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not sure. I don't actually remember what this part is about. I think he also worked on... Yeah, it's a name of a mountain.
No, it's the name of a Slavic deity associated with darkness, evil, and misfortune, and the name means black god.
What's the music in this part of Fantasia?
I don't know. Chernobog.
That's the name of the part.
Music. It's the name of the beast, I guess. Chernobog.
Night on Bald Mountain.
Yeah, Night on Bald Mountain.
That's the name. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like a very eerie, dramatic, dark part of the movie. And I think later he worked a little bit on The Little Mermaid, which was supposed to be much early than it actually was, the movie. It was supposed to, they started working on it, I think, in the 40s, but then the actual movie only came out in the 80s.
What did he? Do you know what he worked on The Little Mermaid?
He worked mostly on design ideas and maybe some concept art.
Okay.
But he didn't actually do the animation or the backgrounds.
Yeah.
But the sad story is that he, after working on Fantasia, Disney didn't hire him again, and he basically died in poverty, more or less, afterwards. But maybe instead of just talking about him,
it's time to show some pages. Okay, so that's this is quite a crazily designed cover.
Crazily designed?
Yeah, it's like all over the place. I mean, the font itself does really work well
because of the colors of
with the style, but this like floating candelabra with all of these different colors in the font, and then like,
is it too
I don't know, it's a lot, this cover. Hi, Jamie.
So
happy to see you here again.
I really like the art style. He kind of, in this book, reminds me of Aubrey Beardsley a little bit. You see the line style here, and
yeah.
So this is really cool. The way he uses different type of textures to like differentiate between different volumes.
Yeah.
This is really, really cool.
You know what it reminds me of a little bit? It reminds me of like medieval drawing a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
Not just the subject matter here with the knight, but
all of the illustration in the Art Nouveau style, they were influenced by Japanese prints and simplistic drawings. So it kind of also reminds of medieval drawings because they didn't use perspective.
Yeah, everything was very flat.
Yeah, and it's very flat. So that's the idea. Even though he did know perspective for sure, but I really like the use of textures here.
Yeah.
What's the... I think the chair is too low. Maybe that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
So look at this. This is so good.
Yeah, it's futuristic too. I mean, the angularity and this, like, you know, placing that face is also angular, and it's placed really high in the composition.
Look at the face. This is so crazy.
Yeah, it looks...
And the hand is huge. And the proportions are... It also reminds me of Gustav Klimt.
A little
like
bit
the
sometimes.
Ornaments.
Yeah, whenever he does a lot of fabric, it really looks like Klimty.
And also the long figures and the everything is very elongated.
Yeah.
And I really like the way he uses the line work.
Yeah.
To show, like you see here, for example, the hair.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like hair.
No.
It's supposed to look
it looks like her head looks like a cuttlefish. Right?
And look at the figure here in the background. Look at this. This is so crazy.
Yeah, that's
And also the color. The colors are. It's like something maybe
watercolor,
kind of like spot colors. I guess it's watercolor or gouache or.
What are spot colors?
When you don't really color the entire piece, only like selectively color parts of it.
Okay.
So most of it is like more or less white. Here, for example.
Yeah, it's the page itself. You're saying it's not. That's not the white color.
And this is really cool as well. Look at the textures.
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in for a second.
The textures are very flat. So.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's a bit wonky, but I like it.
Yeah, there's for some reason when there's a lot of wonkiness happening, it makes me dislike the art. I don't know why that is.
It depends on the wonkiness. So sometimes it can be interesting, and sometimes it can be like, I think here it works. Like it's a crazy fabric here, and it's maybe exaggerated.
This is very JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah. And which is also very wonky and quirky.
Yes.
Look at this dog. It's so funny. That's
supposed to be a dog? Actually, it sort of looks like Toffee, my mom's first dog.
No, it looks like the dog from Neverending Story.
Was that a dog?
It's a dragon, but it's a dog. It's a...
Pekingese.
Oh, I think this is from the
Fantasia. Yeah.
This is so good.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, he
died in poverty.
Yeah. I also really like this.
What are the dates on some of these pieces? When does it say that they were made?
Fantasia, I think it's from the 30s, more or less.
Okay.
And the things here are from maybe
the 40s?
Between the 20s, 30s, 40s.
Like what date does this have on it?
The textures. It doesn't have a date here.
No, they have to.
I'm sure it says in the beginning of the book.
No, usually there's.
1875.
Oh, whoa! So that's way ahead of, or maybe that's not his work.
That's Aubrey Beardsley.
Okay, so it's showing the
influence,
inspiration, and the influence. Yeah.
I also like the hair.
There's something very Japanese about the composition.
Look at this. This is so crazy.
Wow. Oh, the hair. The hair turns into the mountains.
And this is actually, this looks very futuristic.
Yeah, there's a lot of futuristic.
Later work.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like this one. So look at the, First of all, the composition, and this is what I talked about, the spot colors.
Right.
There's colors here, here, and here, and this is all white.
Yeah.
And I think parts of the illustrations are done with pencils.
Yeah.
Like this, for example, it looks like pencils. And some of it is pen and ink. But the faces and the hair and the...
Yeah.
Look at the hair on the horse.
Yeah.
Very cool. Here, you see here, or this is pencil in the interior lines, and the exterior lines are inked.
Yeah.
To make the difference, to make them different.
Right.
So yeah, very cool. Oh, this is great. Look at this.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is very Japanese.
Yeah, but also very futuristic still. Like the pose, the head, the angularity, it almost looks like it would be great as a stone carving, like not a carving, an embossment, like a relief.
Yeah, like a print.
Hey, Rob from the beach, what's up? Happy New Year. Okay. Yeah, it's a great book.
Last one.
Oh, wow.
I really like the way he does the background here.
This is like giving me also like sort of tarot card vibes.
And the tree above.
Yeah.
Very cool. The way he does the ground. Here and also here.
Yeah. Do you think the backdrop here is also pure page with no color? It looks like it.
I think there's a little bit of yellow here.
Yeah.
Maybe watercolors, but very light color.
Oh, wait, show that page. Go back. No, another one. Whoa.
Yeah, that's very
It's cool. A different color scheme than usual from him.
Very cool. I bought another one.
Of his?
Of his.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll show it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, look at this. This is almost a bit Frazetta-like.
Wow. What am I looking at? Is that like a giant with two heads, or?
Yeah, a giant with two heads, and these are noses, I think. Like,
oh.
3 heads.
3 heads, okay. It's like a Bigfoot kind of. Big nose.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Great book. And also the quality and the print, the printed pages quality are very high quality.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do, I can show maybe the page I've done last time, because I've done it here on the stream.
Right.
And I finished it afterwards. So this is the page. It's a double, and so it's sort of like a dream sequence in the story.
Yeah.
And I think I've done only I started with the blacks maybe on the stream. So I finished it a day after.
Yeah, I remember you did the zebra stripes on the left, but you didn't reach the ones on the right yet.
Yeah. So it takes a lot of time to do all of this, because every one of these I have to do the tips with a different pen and then
fill it in. Yeah.
So a lot of different tools. to get this done. But yeah, I think it turned out cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And it's sort of like the psychedelic dream sequence that is happening throughout the story here. So. And this is the next page.
Right.
And so this is more of this is returning to the main sequence of the story.
Okay. Is that a head on the top left, or is it like a statue?
It's a the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a statue, and it's a. I think I can call it a McGuffin in the story because it keeps on showing over and over again, and also in the last page that I showed right now, the head in the middle.
He's wearing this as a helmet, or
yeah, something like that. So the story is I talked a little bit about the story here, which is it occurs in a utopian society. And so they have the society's rules are that you can't own anything. So wait, I'm gonna wait for what's happening.
Nothing.
Okay. I was talking about the
utopian society, right?
Yeah. So it's a utopian society, and you can't own anything
aside from art that you make yourself.
Yeah. So one of the main themes of the story is artworks.
Are people allowed to own other people's art?
If you gift it, yeah, you can own it. But you can't sell it. Because there's no money.
Wouldn't they start like bartering with each other's art?
What?
Wouldn't they start bartering with each other's art?
They're not allowed. It's illegal because you can't own anything. There are rules in the society, but
are there people who break the rules?
Yeah, but it's not like a main theme of the story. It is happening in the story, but it's not like the main concept. So here it's this is actually an illegal auction that they do. So it does happen in the story sometimes. But it's not like the main issue.
Jamie says that double page was amazing. I am looking forward to this book. Love dystopian worlds.
It's not dystopian.
Yeah, just reminding you, Jamie, it's supposed to be an actual utopia. Which I guess maybe some utopias would be seen as dystopian to specific people.
It's not like something that is not realistic. It's like
and the question is,
it's like in Star Trek.
Yeah. The question is, who is it realistic for? Can humans live in a utopian society?
I think so.
Maybe.
Why not?
Well, some would argue that innate in us is strife and envy and greed and other
Okay,
sort
but
of.
I think it doesn't. It's not necessarily that in a utopia this doesn't happen. Happens, but I think the system works, like works in not a perfect way, but in a good way. So because like for dystopian stories, not everything in the dystopia is dystopic. Sometimes the stuff works in the dystopia.
Okay.
And also in the utopia, it's like that.
So what are the differences between a utopia and a dystopia?
More than, let's say, 80% of the social issues are treated in a good way.
Who's to decide if it's a good way or not? Or is it something about the happiness of the citizens, or?
I don't think that happiness is a good mark.
No, I think it is a good mark, because I think in countries in which the society is working, the culture works, and the government works, and everything is more sort of.
It's not necessarily like that. People are happy in like poor places as well.
No, I didn't say that they have to all be rich. That's not what I said. I said they had to, that happiness would be a measure of it. So in poor countries, you can have poor countries that are more close to utopia than rich countries, is what I'm saying.
But then they don't have like health.
But maybe they have more freedom, or I mean, how can you, who's weighing the pros and cons? Because for some people in some cultures, one thing is more important, and for others, other things are more important, right?
I think the main issue is equality.
Yeah.
So most of the systems that we know of are lacking basic equality issues, like in capitalism, for example, and in socialism as well. There's a lack of equality because in capitalism you can be born to a rich family and not have to work a minute and be rich.
Right. And why is there no equality in socialism?
Because everything is controlled by the state, and if the state decides that you are not a good citizen, for example, they can like take away all your rights.
Yeah. So which, I mean, that it's the same in capitalism or in like a quote unquote liberal society. It's the same thing. If you're seen as a, whatever, an outcast or a threat, you also are.
In capitalism, at least there's some sort of a democracy, which is way different from socialism and communism.
Yeah, I mean, there are differences, but if you like really zoom out, they seem similar in a lot of ways to me. There are some differences, but
there's a lot of differences.
I don't think there are enough differences for, non totalitarian societies to call themselves democracies. At least not the way that they exist nowadays. It's pretty much the same thing, the way that I see it.
But it's not the same thing in terms of economics. It's completely different.
Rob asks, have we seen Terry Gilliam's Brazil? Yes, of course. Wait, Terry Gilliam?
Yeah, but Brazil is a very dystopian story.
Yeah.
It's basically like 1984.
Yeah, isn't Brazil the one where there's a woman having plastic surgery and her face is all pulled like in two directions? And there's something about like a flying person or...
Yeah, it's what's his name? The actor.
I don't remember the actor's name.
Very famous actor. Played in a lot of crime movies.
Don't know.
Not Al Pacino, the Robert De Niro.
Yeah. Yeah, Robert De Niro.
He's like the superhero type person there.
Oh, it's been a long time since I watched that movie. I don't really recall much of it, but I do recall it seeming like a bureaucratic hell.
Yeah, it's so the whole story there is there's a guy named I think it's Tuttle, and at the first scene of the movie there's it's all like a steampunk style there, and they have typing machines, and a bug, a literal bug, like a insect, falls on the typing machine, and it creates like a bug in the system, and it writes the name differently than it is. Like it writes subtle instead of Tuttle.
Okay.
Or something like that.
And then everyone loses it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bureaucratic dystopian.
Yeah. A Kafkaesque world.
Mm-hmm. And it's also a comedy. So yeah, I really like the movie.
So what is the head that you are drawing in, that you've drawn in the first and second panels? What is it? Is it like a statue?
Yeah.
Or is it cake?
No, it's a statue.
Okay. Because sort of reminded me of Is It Cake? He's holding it on a platter.
No, it's a statue that they delivered to an illegal auction.
Okay. And the auction is happening outdoors? No.
No.
Oh, it's indoors. Okay.
So the entire idea of the story is it's geographically linear instead of chronologically linear.
Right.
So it is not told in chronological order.
Right.
In terms of like the previous scene is not happening before this scene necessarily.
Yeah.
But it does happen at the same geographical path.
Oh, so you're telling all the points of the story that happen in one place, and then all of the points that happen in another place?
No, it's like a spiral. It's like a spiral. Oh, okay. It starts from the bottom part of the city, like in the underground. So the first issue is going to be in the underground. This is the underground here, and it's like spiraling up, and then the last issue is going to be on the top floor of the... It's sort of like a 3D city.
Yeah. Is there, do you mean that by there's structures underground, or?
There's walkways and roads everywhere, like not only on the ground, also on like the 40th level.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. I mean, not 3 weeks ago, I found myself riding a bicycle near Lake Ontario, and the wind was so it was such a strong gust of wind that I almost fell off of the bicycle, and I had to get off and sort of like push my way past the wind and then turn somewhere in order to leave its path, right? So imagine that on the 40th floor on a walkway.
But there are ways to get rid of the wind.
I mean, maybe if it's enclosed, but
it could be enclosed. You could like create the structure in a way that the wind wouldn't be very strong in a specific place.
Yeah.
You can solve it.
I famously dislike skyscrapers, so it's just my personal preference.
But because it's a utopia,
right.
It's a utopian society, so the levels, all of the levels are more or less equal in quality terms. So it's not like if you live on the ground, it's worse than living like we have now.
Right.
Like now it's more obviously more expensive to live on a higher level. Right. But here it's not.
But if there were no such thing as elevators, it wouldn't be more expensive to live higher up.
And it wasn't before they invented the elevators. It was the poor people used to, like in Paris, for example, poor people lived
on the top floors. Yeah, it's
top
funny.
floors, and like it was mostly smaller rooms.
Yeah,
because they use sloped roofs.
In Paris?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why did they do sloped roofs?
Because it's easier to take care of the drainage from the rain.
Okay.
A lot of small characters here in this panel.
Yeah, at first I thought it was a tree in the corner.
A tree?
Yes, because the sketch was partially obscured by the paper that you're drawing on, and I was looking at it from further away, and it looked like leaves or something, and now I can tell that it's people sitting down.
Yeah, a lot of people sitting down. Takes a long time to do that. Some of them have masks. So.
What kind of masks?
Like this?
No, I can't. It's too far away. I'm watching what you're doing on a small screen. I can't. I don't see masks.
The mask here?
Oh, eye masks. Okay. I thought those were like goggles or something. Is that so that you can't tell what their identity is?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're doing something illegal?
Yeah, but not all of them wear the masks, so it's not like it's you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I just meant for it to be more open and less like strict.
Yeah.
So some of them wear masks and some don't.
Uh-huh.
How was the holidays for everybody?
Yeah, did anyone do anything special for the holidays?
Oh my god, I didn't think it's gonna take so much time for one panel.
So I Googled what the measures are to determine if a society is utopian. And it says equality is one of them, peace and security, economic security, freedom and autonomy. And then it says governance and civic engagement, education and the pursuit of knowledge, sustainability and environmental stewardship, and health and well-being. So I guess there's a lot of things that you have to take into account, not just one or two.
So for this, I developed like a robust system that's supposed to replace capitalism, and it's based on a philosophy of I always forget his name. It's the Greek economist. What's his name?
Yeah, it's a long name.
Yanis Varoufakis.
Yeah,
Varoufakis.
Something like that.
Yanis Varoufakis. But it's basically like it's different from capitalism in the way that there's no money,
right,
in the society, and it's also not socialism, because socialism also doesn't have money. But it's not socialism because it's not controlled by the government. It's controlled by the.
Does all socialism need to be controlled by the government in order to qualify as socialism, or?
I think so, yeah. I think that's the idea, that there's one governing facility that dictates all the rules.
Okay. But does that have to do with socialism, or does that have to do with like totalitarianism?
I think it has to do with socialism. I think most of the socialism movements are talking about the government that is supposed to make all the rules.
Okay.
Of the place. So here it's something in between these two.
How is it in between? In what way?
It's not, they don't have possession. They can't own stuff, no money.
Right.
But it's not controlled by one force or
governing. Then who enforces the fact that they can't own?
It's complicated, let's say.
Okay. I'm just saying that if you took people from our time and adults from our time and you introduce them into such a society, it's not like that. I don't think it would work. The people would have to either arrive at it organically or grow up in that society.
Or a revolution. Revolution can cause a change in society, like what happened in Russia.
Yeah.
No, but here in this story, I'm not actually talking about it, so it's not like a.
It's not a political story, no. And it's also not a story about the way that their society operates. That's just like one of the things.
Yeah, it's not about.
It's just the environment.
Exactly. So it is an issue in the story, but it's not like a main issue.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
The main issue is like it's a mystery, sort of. But I wanted to like show that there's a way to base stories on different kind of backgrounds, and not, because mostly when you see like futuristic stories, except Star Wars,
right?
Not Star Wars, Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah.
It's most of the time like maybe 90% of the time it's a dystopia. Can you think of a single science fiction story that is based on a utopia except for Star Trek?
I don't think so, no. No.
I remember a bad movie from the 90s with Sylvester Stallone.
What was it called?
That was called Demolition Man.
Okay.
So they had there some sort of a utopian society.
Yeah.
But it turns out that there's something wrong with society.
Okay, then it's not
like
utopian.
it's not like a big issue. It's not something that is evil or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be.
Bullock and,
I don't think it has to be evil in order to qualify as a dystopia. I think Demolition Man was actually set in a dystopian society.
Then maybe it's not Demolition Man.
Because
is it with Sandra Bullock? Maybe it's not Demolition Man.
Let me see. Yeah, it's with Sandra Bullock. And Dennis Leary and Sylvester Stallone.
Okay,
Wesley Snipes.
Maybe it's this movie, but I remember that maybe it's a dystopia, but it looks like a utopia. So like the movie with Christian Bale, the movie with the guns. You remember this movie?
Yes.
It looks like a utopia, but it turns out it's not.
I think, yeah, that's what it's a very common sort of plot line, right? To show a society that seemingly is also in what was it called? The movie with Minority Report. Also, at first glance, it seems like a perfect society, and
in most of these movies, the actual plot of the movie revolves around the idea of the dystopia utopia. Like, for example, in Minority Report, it's like that.
Yeah.
So they at the end of the movie, they change the rules of the dystopia to make it more utopian.
Yeah. How about in fiction? Are there any stories based in a utopian society that come to mind?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Except of Star Trek?
Yeah.
I don't remember, actually.
I don't know. I think it's
futuristic story.
It doesn't have to be futuristic. It can be it can be fantasy, it can be just fiction without the science fiction part of it. But I can't really recall.
I think fantasy, yes. You can find like fantasy stories that are
maybe
utopian.
More like romantic novels or something. But I don't know if, because there seems to be this through line in which if there is some sort of struggle that your characters are going through, it should be mirrored by the society that they live in. And so
not in all stories.
Not in all stories, but it's
in science fiction stories.
Yeah, mostly in science fiction stories, or in other fictional stories, and it seems to be like a common sort of, I don't know if to call it a trope, but a common writing style or writing device.
And I think it's weird because there's a lot of story type that exists in in our reality, not in a different world. for example, mystery, romance.
So that would be a good
action.
question. Do you think
why there's not why aren't there stories like in the future but in a society that works?
So is our society a society that works?
No.
Okay.
Because
but I mean, some people
we don't
would say
have the basic thing that we talked about before, equality.
Right. Yes, we finished Stranger Things, Jamie. Did you? Now they're saying that there might be more. I don't know if it's like another season or a movie, or I don't know what they were talking about, but I think they were saying some sort of like spin-off maybe. I think they should head down a new road, the Duffer Brothers.
They can do both if it makes them money.
Yeah, I guess they can split up, right? Because they're brothers.
Are they twin brothers? I think so.
Maybe.
Identical or not?
Matt and Ross Duffer are identical twin brothers. Yes. That's okay, yeah.
Did they ever do something else or just Stranger Things?
So it says, let's see. So they wrote and directed several short films, and a post-apocalyptic horror film called Hidden was acquired by Warner Brothers in 2011. And then they directed it. And then they wrote and produced on Wayward Pines. I don't know what that is. And then Stranger Things. So I don't think they did much before 2016. Oh, I guess, oh. I guess they wrote on a bunch of shows before, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It seems.
So yeah, they should definitely do something else.
A spin-off series of Stranger Things is in the works, Jamie. Yeah. Well, we'll see what that entails. I wonder what kind of spin-off it's going to be. So all in all, it was a cool series. There's a lot to be said for that kind of nostalgia for the 80s in the wardrobe and music and hairstyles. Altogether, yeah, the wigs. Altogether, though, I think, I don't know, it was getting a bit tired, I think, towards the end. But it definitely enjoyable still. On the other hand, I have attempted to watch Fallout. I watched 5 episodes and I just can't continue. It's not grabbing me in any way. I like the color grading and that's about it.
Color grading?
Yeah.
Very specific.
Yeah, there's good color grading. But other than that, I don't care about the characters. The story seems to be not going anywhere at all. And nothing much was happening. And it was like, yeah, I'm not interested in this anymore. A similar feeling with Pluribus, actually. So I haven't found myself enthralled with any television series as of late. I hope I find something that, other than I did like
animation.
I did like Foundation. But also I said previously on the live stream that I found that to be a bit lacking story-wise as well. It seemed to be dragging on and not much was actually of substance was actually happening story-wise.
But the animation is pretty good.
Yeah, so animation-wise, we are currently sort of waiting for new episodes for a bunch of series. So Kaiju number 8 and Solo Leveling and Frieren, there's probably going to be like a new season coming out at some point. And at the moment we're watching Invincible season 2 and an Amazon Prime production called The Mighty Nine. We only watched like 3 episodes so far. But yeah, it's amusing, I guess.
I think that I think I prefer Invincible because it's a parody,
right?
Basically. And
the other one doesn't take itself seriously either, but
I don't like it. I don't like the way it's written, like in a very modern style, like the style that I don't really like recently. But the animation is nice.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, it's not
those movies. I still don't understand how they did it. The animation and the multi-layered sort of 3D background, 2D whatever, and then 3D props and 2D characters, and the camera's moving in all these strange, crazy directions and speeds, and it speeds up and it slows down, and then you have like a tight shot, and then fisheye lens, and it's I still don't understand how they did some of the things that they did.
A lot of people worked on it.
For sure.
But it needs like a very good director to make it work. Because somebody has to control everything if there's a lot of people working.
Yeah. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of white wine, which I don't.
But the Jujutsu Kaisen movie wasn't actually a movie. It was more like an episode of the series.
Yeah, that was insane. I kept on hoping that Gojo, is that his name?
But it wasn't. It wasn't a movie. It was like a long recap of the whole series.
Yeah, I don't know how they got away with doing that, by the way.
And then like 24 minutes of a new material.
The Legend of Vox Machina. What is that? Have we watched that?
Yeah, I think I told you about it. That one of the artists that my art rep represent.
Oh, okay. Is that what that is? So there's a series? Yeah. Have we tried watching it?
I think maybe we tried once. I don't remember if we.
I don't recall if watching it. Maybe.
So what? An artist I know worked on the graphic novel.
Right. What's the name of that artist?
Tyler Walpole.
Tyler Whirlpool.
Walpole?
I'm just gonna say Whirlpool. It sounds close.
I think it's Walpole. Walpole.
Walpole?
Yeah, he's I think he does Magic the Gathering art. Mostly, and like D&D art and stuff like that.
Right. Magic the Gathering. Would you ever play?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
If I would, yeah, but I never got the explanation of how you play it. I didn't try, but I think we read about it once. I think I read about it once.
Yeah, maybe.
But it seems so complicated.
I know there are cards involved.
My Archer really likes it.
Does she play though? Yeah,
she plays.
Okay.
And she collects the cards.
Okay.
So when and a lot of the artists she represents.
Is it sort of like
with them?
Is it sort of like Pokemon cards where you like play a card and then it depends what the other person plays. They either take your card or you take their card. Is that what it is? Or no? We don't know.
I don't know, and I don't think so. I think you own the card.
Yeah, I really like we really like Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. It's one of those movies where at the end of it I just said, how is this happening? How are they doing this? It's a lot of work, a lot of people working on it, but that's true for many films that have large budgets, and still it boggles the mind. So much work goes into that.
And everything is so dynamic in these movies.
Yeah, extremely.
Like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer is kind of the same style.
Yeah.
It's not the same art style, but it is the same animation style.
Yeah, and I think something about like the pace of both of them is similar. It's not all action, but there's also some story, and it's not like you don't have episodes where they're just talking for the entire thing. There's always something that happens physically. So they're similar in that way. But I think Jujutsu Kaisen pushes the animation much further than Demon Slayer.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, it's just you get like the style changing on you in the middle of a sequence to show that like the light is bright or the motion is fast, and the line style changes and then it goes back to normal. Jujutsu Kaisen is like it's painting with a very broad color set, is what I'll say. As far as like animation is, it's possible to do with animation.
Yeah, but I think also Demon Slayer does kind of the same thing.
Jamie, do you mean next year as in 2027 or this year that we freshly find ourselves in? He says the next Demon Slayer movie is out next year, so I'm wondering if that's in a few months from now, or we're going to have to wait a full year and some. I've never tried an escape room, so yeah, the Infinity Castle reminded me of escape rooms.
Is it still happening?
I think they still exist. I've never been in one.
Yeah, me too.
I think it really depends on the style. I could be absolute rubbish at it, or I'd be really good at it depending on what the puzzles are themed as or what type of puzzles they are. Oh, 2027. Okay.
Do you think it's still happening?
Yeah, I'm sure there's still escape rooms. Maybe the sort of like novelty of it has died down a little bit and there's less than there used to be 3 or 6, 7 years ago. But
I think it's like more 10 years ago.
Or 10 years ago, but I think, yeah, they still exist probably. You remember there was this show where they had to like complete puzzles in rooms to get crystals?
With a guy with a bald head.
Yes.
And the leather.
Yes, I think it was a British show, but I'm not entirely sure.
The Castle, was it?
Crystal Castle, Crystal Maze.
Crystal Maze.
Something of that to that effect. And that was like the first escape room, right?
And also one of the first
reality shows. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was way before like Big Brother and all of them. But I think maybe the same. It was like contemporary with Fear Factor, maybe, or did it come before that as well?
Maybe at the same time.
Yeah.
More or less. Fear Factor is Joe Rogan, right?
Yes, I think he was the host. Yeah. I did not enjoy Fear Factor. It was quite stupid, to be honest. But I'm a hard, as you can tell, I'm a tough audience. It takes a lot for me to enjoy a series.
But you did like the castle thing.
Yeah, I mean that was a long time ago. I barely remember. As a kid, I remember not liking a lot of the shows that other kids liked.
Yeah,
but then there were a few that I really liked, and then I just like diverted all my attention into them. One of them was Thundercats. I really, really loved.
Yeah, me too.
What was some of the other ones? Maybe
X-Men.
Yeah, X-Men, the original animated series.
I really liked Batman. The animated
Batman,
series.
I liked Batman as well. But then all of these sort of like fantasy fairy tale. I did not like the Smurfs. I did not like Garfield.
The Smurfs.
I didn't like Charlie Brown.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I didn't like, all of these like animated kids shows. I had a hard time with. Even He-Man and She-Ra I didn't really like that much.
I think I liked He-Man.
It was like whatever, because back then there was no such thing as like YouTube and streaming, so you'd have to watch something that was on television.
Yeah, but animation in He-Man is not really.
No, yeah.
They also use the same animation sequences over
all the time. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Like He-Man runs from the top right to the bottom left.
And that's the only way that he ever runs.
Yeah. But there's a new He-Man show.
Is there?
Yeah, I think it's by what's his name? Clerks.
Oh.
Kevin
Spacey. No, I'm just joking. Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a comic guy.
Okay.
Comics and pop culture.
What's Project Hail Mary? Do you know what that is?
No.
I was looking at a listicle of movies that are coming out this year, and I saw that on it, and I don't know if I'm sure. The name sounds familiar. I can say that I watched a trailer for Spielberg's upcoming Disclosure Day, and it looked so boring to me. I hope I'm wrong, because it's been a long time since we've had a Spielberg movie. But
he did have I did like the drama movie that he did. I think what was the name of the movie?
A drama movie? What was it about?
About his childhood.
Oh, Super 88 or
no.
What was the one about like
with Seth Rogen and
I don't know what that.
And David Lynch.
The Fabelmans?
Yeah, the Fabelmans.
I never watched that.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
What is that, like an old movie?
I think it's 2021 too.
Yeah, 2022 it says.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. I haven't watched it.
I really liked it.
When
especially one of the last scenes. David Lynch plays famous director.
Like, oh yeah, we watched it together. I think I fell asleep during that movie. I remember David Lynch playing a director, playing it very similar to his actual character.
Ford.
Right? Yeah.
Ford.
Yeah. He played it very similar to like actual David Lynch you know, just like speaking very loudly out into the room.
He was very Lynchian.
Yes, and right, and then the
that's a like a great scene.
Yeah, it's a good scene. It's the only thing I remember about the film, actually. Hail Mary is based on a book. Okay, what's Hail Mary about? Let's see. Hail Mary synopsis. Let's just say, what is this generally about? Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir is about Ryland Grace, a middle school science teacher who wakes up alone in a spaceship with amnesia, tasked with saving Earth from an alien microbe called astrophage that's dimming the sun. So wait, there's an alien microbe that's dimming the sun? How does that work?
Blocks the sun.
But beams. Microbe sort of like denotes it being really small. So
yeah, but if
it's like a massive
there's
microbe.
A lot. No, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's like a mass floating in space or something. The sun is dimming due to microscopic alien life forms consuming its energy. Okay, so they like reach the sun somehow. Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like a cool concept. I just want someone to entertain me, basically. I'm waiting for, I guess, like, I'm waiting to feel what I felt while watching The Matrix for the first time in the movie theater at 16 years old. That hasn't really happened since, I think. There have been good movies since, for sure, 100%, but I haven't had that feeling again. So main character is going to be played by Ryan Gosling. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks...
I like Ryan Gosling.
It seems promising. Well, yeah, Ryan Gosling is good. He's a good actor. He doesn't overact.
He also directs.
Does he? What did he direct?
A movie called something River.
Oh, what? Didn't he also star in that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Deep River, maybe?
Something
Deep
like
River. I seem to recall.
It's like a vaporwave.
Yeah, I think it's Deep River.
Deep River, something River.
Lost River, right? 2014 American Fantasy by Ryan Gosling, Lost River.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we were close.
Did he do any new movies recently that he directed?
Let's check. No, it's the only thing that so far that he's directed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Interesting though, like why wouldn't he? That was a good film.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It had good color grading.
Color grading. It was like pink and
yeah, it was a vaporwave, like teal or cyan and pink, fuchsia and turquoise. Normally, during our live streams, I drink soda pop, but today I had a glass of white wine, so it doesn't happen that often. Jamie says the thing with trailers recently is that they're too long and they give too much away. I agree with that, and I also think that the movies themselves are too long. Movies don't have to be 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, break it apart into 2 films. There's no reason for... I got an injury in the movie theater last time when we watched Avatar. My neck was so stiff afterwards.
Mm-hmm. You had an Avatar injury.
Yeah. I had an avatarism.
So the bad news for drawing so much characters in a single page is it takes so long to do this stage of the process, which is drawing the characters. But after I finish this, the background is going to be faster than usual, because if I have less characters on the page, I need to work more time on the backgrounds, because you can see the backgrounds without characters blocking it.
Also, the backdrop here seems to be more or less simplified lines. There's not a lot of detail. It's more like tile.
No, that's because I don't do a lot of details in the backgrounds in the sketch phase. I do it in the inking phase.
Do you ever find yourself having trouble recollecting what you meant then?
Yeah, many times.
Do you keep notes to remind yourself?
No, but I switch colors. So for here it's not that complicated. So there's only two colors, the backgrounds and the characters. But if I don't use different colors, it's much harder to differentiate between like the leg and the...
Oh no, but you're talking about like specific lines. I meant, so for instance, you meant that the backdrop would be, there would be something else in it, but for the layout, just the simplified sketch, you just did like a perspective line grid thing.
Mm-hmm.
But do you ever find yourself like not remembering what you meant there to be in a specific frame or scene?
If I know it's something complicated, then I write it down. I write it like in the background.
Yeah, okay.
And sometimes I do like read the script again before starting.
Right.
But I mostly do it before I do the sketches, because the inking is more, it's done more like
automatically, like a technical kind of...
Yeah. It's not exactly automatically, but it's more automatically than sketching.
Right, because in sketching you have to think about so many other things: the composition, the angle, the perspective, the placement of the camera.
And also, if I have like repeating characters, I need to like see how they look like.
So by the time you arrive at actually inking, you've already thought out 90% of what goes into the panel, right?
Yeah. For the characters, it's 90%. For the backgrounds, it's like maybe 80%, maybe even less than 80, 70%. But you see here in the, it's so small, but like the sketch doesn't indicate like the clothes and hairstyle. It's just like a very simple, like very simple faces.
Right.
And I do it all like here in this stage, because it's a background character. It's not like something that's supposed to be very important. But for the main characters, yeah, you have to like do most of the thinking in the sketching phase. But composition and mostly is done in the layout phase before I do the sketch.
Right.
So this year I have supposed to have some new stuff coming out.
Well, we have the undisclosed book that's being published.
We have the undisclosed book that's being published. I have another story. First of all, I have a story I've done for heavy metal.
Right.
And
that's like a short 2-page spread.
Yeah. And I have another story.
Right.
For something with someone.
Any vaguer and you'd be fog.
Yeah.
Jamie says, I like some movies long if they are incredibly entertaining. Christopher Nolan has long films. The Odyssey is his next one. So we watched the trailer, the Odyssey trailer.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell if it was the actual trailer or someone generated it using like Sora.
No, it was the actual
Was
trailer.
it the actual trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then there was something wrong with it. Because it was all comprised of shots of characters walking very slowly and not doing anything else.
No, then you saw the AI
Okay,
generated.
so it was AI generated.
I've seen the real trailer.
But there was one that we watched together where we couldn't tell if it was the actual trailer. So I guess you watched like another one afterwards. That was the actual trailer.
I watched the real one, but maybe we watched together.
It's problematic. The fact that you can't tell if something is real or not anymore. Even a trailer. Like I don't really care about what political leaders say or do.
You did notice it.
I noticed there was something off, and I remember telling myself, if this is the actual trailer for the movie, it's a very bad trailer and possibly portends a bad movie. And I was like, oh no.
I don't think there's a way to know if it's a good movie or not, only by
No, not only by the trailer, but the trailer can give you an indication. It's not necessarily always a one-to-one sort of relationship, but it is able to give you some sort of indication. And sometimes the indication that you get is false, but I think a lot of the times you can tell, like, okay, this movie's not for me, based off of the trailer.
I don't think most of the time I don't choose the movies I watch from the trailer.
No, I think I go more by the official movie poster
and the director.
Yeah.
So obviously Christopher Nolan, I'm gonna watch the movie because it's Christopher Nolan.
Jamie asks if the short story is gonna be in the next Heavy Metal magazine. So which issue is it gonna be in?
No, it's not gonna be in the next one. It's gonna be
the one after. The one after next. Okay.
And
so issue number 4? You don't know.
I don't know.
How many have there been of the new
magazine?
Yeah.
I think I have 2 here, maybe. I think they've done maybe 3.
Okay. So let's see.
But it's not the same people that worked there when I've done BioRepo. So the staff there completely changed.
Except for, or everyone? Has everyone? Really?
Everyone.
Wow.
I think the owners are the same people, but they were always in the background. I never met them.
Okay.
But everyone in the CEO.
So how did they? Who contacted you? Because if everyone changed,
I knew the new CEO.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know him from before, but I heard that he's the new.
Yeah.
And the new guy.
Yeah.
And so I didn't write this story. So the guy who wrote the story, he
asked
ordered.
For you?
No, he ordered a commission a long time ago. And after the commission, he showed me something that he wrote, which I kind of liked. It was cool.
Yeah.
And he asked me if I want to do something together, and I said, yeah. And I think it's his first comic work, and he didn't know anybody. And I told him that Heavy Metal are actually, I heard that they are looking for new stories. And we contacted the new CEO there.
Okay. I'm really looking forward to the next book that's coming out. Yeah. Which
the next do you mean
the next of your original stories that are coming out in book form? which should be happening over the next few months, I'm assuming.
It should be like very soon. They're gonna do the trailer.
Okay. And then we'll be able to talk about it maybe generally.
Yeah, after the trailer, yeah, for sure, after the trailer.
Okay, so once the trailer hits, we can talk about it on the live stream as well. And maybe even show some art from it. I don't know, we'll see.
Everything that's gonna be on the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about the trailer itself. That could be a cool sort of half of the stream where we go over the trailer and you give your notes.
Yeah.
And say whatever you want about
it.
It's
a cool idea.
And then people could ask questions about the trailer. And that could be very cool. And then I think we're going to do perhaps another one of the giveaway sessions.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah. Because we haven't done them like in a long time.
We are sort of struggling with the whole marketing aspect of getting more people to watch the live stream and join the channel. It has been going better, so there's more followers than there used to be, but we'd still really appreciate it if you shared this with your friends, family, anyone you think that would be interested in the subjects that we talk about and the style of drawing that Nir draws in. And, you know, we talk about storytelling, we talk about pop culture, sometimes we talk about cryptids.
And wine.
And, yeah, and for sure. So if you could help us out with that, just like, subscribe, share, and let people know that we are here and we're doing this. We'd really appreciate it.
By the way, I'm starting to think of ways to do the marketing for the new comic book.
Yeah.
But the good thing is this publisher that I'm working with right now, the publisher of the new comic book, they have the owner have a marketing company.
Okay.
So he uses the marketing company to
advertise.
To do all the marketing.
The IPs. Okay, cool.
And they actually specialize in pop culture stuff. I think they've done Gundam and like stuff like that.
Really? Okay. Oh, cool.
And I want to ask them if they have like
any specific ideas,
like something that it's more like I'm looking for crazy ideas.
Yeah.
Like to do like something very viral, or for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
I heard there's a movie with Timothée Chalamet now.
Yeah.
The Marty Supreme movie.
Okay.
And I think they've done a really good job of in the marketing.
What did they do? It hasn't like reached me. I don't know anything about stuff. It.
You didn't see the?
No, nothing. What did you see?
There was a like sort of like supposed to look like a leak from a private Zoom call that they had.
Okay.
Where you see like Timothée Chalamet go crazy and ask for crazy marketing idea and stuff like that. And it looks like he's angry at them, but it wasn't real. It was like
I don't like that. Do you like that?
I don't like that. Specifically that I don't like, but I do like
I don't like that. I think the best thing
for them to have like ideas that are different from stuff you do like and I think also they did like he went to the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Right.
And he was standing on the Sphere, on the top of the Sphere, and the whole Sphere looked like a ping pong ball.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't like that. I think I have an idea actually for how we could advertise.
Yeah.
I think one of the best things we could do is to have everyone dream of the book the night before it's released. That would be really cool.
Okay, and how do you do that?
No, I don't know. I'm not like a tech person, but
okay.
But it's a good idea, though.
You're now acting like the people in the meeting that everybody hates afterwards.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be the tech person? Chalamet would also appear at a bunch of screenings of the movie before it started. How does that happen? How do you appear at screenings of a movie?
Maybe it was like fake screenings.
I don't understand.
Or maybe it was like screening before the actual release.
Agent X says there's a Nick Cage movie about that. About what? The Dreams or?
Oh yeah, I saw that movie. Yeah, it's cool.
See, they know what they're doing.
It's a cool movie that everybody dreams about him.
Okay.
And at first it's like good dreams.
Okay.
And people like him.
Yeah.
And after a while it turns to nightmares and everybody start to hate him.
Oh.
And be afraid of him.
Well, I mean, imagine that happening in the real world. Imagine there would be a way to like transmit advertisements into. So as an individual, I would freaking hate that. That's such a violation of personal sort of autonomy in space.
No, but it's not in the movie. It's like something that happens naturally. It's not like it doesn't have an explanation.
I don't. What's the movie called?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I really like Nicolas Cage.
Agent X says, I extremely dislike Timothy Chalamet. Mm-hmm. I sort of get it. I don't extremely dislike him, but I get like put off by that actor for some reason. I remember finding out that he was going to be a lead character in the Dune movie series and going, oh, it could have been so good if they had anyone else as the lead character. I don't see him, it's just hard for me to accept that small framed child
if you look
as, the Shai Hulud, or not Shai Hulud.
If you look at Kyle MacLachlan when he played the same character.
No, but Kyle MacLachlan was a tall man. Timothy Chalamet looks like a wispy, thin, short, lesbian Danish woman. Or like,
that's very harsh.
I know, I was being a bit harsh, but he doesn't seem like, when I think of the character of Muad'Dib, I would not imagine anyone that looks like Timothy Chalamet. I think there's roles that are suitable for him for sure, but I don't see...
I liked him in Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't like that either. It's a tough crowd here, I can say. It takes a lot for me to, get lost in movie magic, I guess. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's
He also played in Inception.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Timothy Chalamet did?
Yeah.
What was he... what did he play there?
One of the son of the main character.
Oh, really? Wait, I don't even remember.
What's his face? Of Matthew McConaughey was his father.
What? Did you say Inception?
Not Inception. The other movie.
Oh, no, you're talking about
Interstellar.
Interstellar, right.
Not
Interstellar. But wasn't his... wasn't it a daughter that he had? Or did he also have
a daughter and a son.
Okay, I don't remember him in that movie at all.
Because the daughter was the main...
right, and also Timothy Chalamet himself just looks... Okay, so that's the thing, you see? His hair kept on growing, but his face stayed the same.
This is so strange. This is what happens to regular humans.
No. Regular humans, their face changes as well. It's like his face stayed the same, and
how does your face change? What are you talking about?
Yeah, your face... Well, I mean, your face doesn't change completely, but it matures, right? And his face hasn't really matured that much.
Because he's very young.
How old is he?
27, I don't know.
Yeah, that's very young.
27?
27 is very young. Yeah, we're almost twice his age. Well, not nearly twice at his age, but much older than he is. Dream scenario. Yeah, that would be an amazing ad if I could pull that off, but I don't know how we would go about doing such a thing.
What, dream?
Having everyone dream about your book the night before it's released. I don't know how. Maybe I can call some people, but I doubt it will be able to make it happen. So, it has been an hour and a half. We're gonna show what you've done today so far.
Okay, let me just finish this.
Definitely young at heart, Agent X, but I don't know. I think the heart is rapidly catching up with the body.
Let me just finish this face.
The answer to having everyone dream about the book is Inception. All comes full circle. Are we going to be able to pull that off, do you think? Or no?
What?
Having everyone dream about, could you, or else could we do like, could we fake like an apocalypse or something and have like sort of holograms in the sky of like the end of times?
I'm not sure if
and then go like psych, and then it's a huge like advertisement for the book.
I'm not sure if it's in the budget.
Oh, okay.
In the marketing.
Yeah, so the budget is, that's the issue basically. It's the budget. It's not anything else.
So everything is a budget because we live in a capitalistic society.
See, now everything really did come full circle from the beginning of the conversation.
Okay, I finished the phase. So I have a lot of more characters to finish here, but
wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, so I've done, I think, most of the characters in the first panels, but the last one there's a lot of more here.
Yeah, I'm gonna close up, I'm gonna zoom in for a sec, so that they can see like the different people. Yeah, so there's someone with a mask and, oh, that's cool. I like this. I like the figure in the middle, handling the sculpture. It almost looks like a very, fast line for the action. Same one here. Oh no, but I mean like the body pose looks like an action line. It's like a very clean pose. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
So these are more main characters that you see for the first time here on this page.
Right. Very cool.
Doesn't look like a lot was done today.
No, it does though, because that's a crowd of people.
Yeah,
and each person is wearing a completely different outfit, and they have, and the backdrop is not, there's not a lot like going on, so you'll be able to complete that quickly, but you still have a little bit of the crowd on the bottom panel.
Yeah.
I hope that you have a good evening as well, Jamie, and everyone, thank you for joining us today, and take care, and we'll see you next week.